basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
The Mavericks last season traded away Kristaps Porzingis. Can they find a new number 2? Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "We'll see. It could be we'll have no second scorer, just guys that play roles at a high level. And you see teams win championships that way, too. I have to put guys in position to be successful and find a way to win." Brian.
Thanks, Allie. Let's see some of the numbers here for Joel Embiid.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Up front, it's Tucker at the 4, next to Embiid in the middle. James Harden out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Mavericks, manning the backcourt, it'll be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Finney-Smith plays the 4 with Wood at center. And it's Bullock in at the 3. And both teams tonight unafraid to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
Doncic finds Dinwiddie. Back to Doncic. Stolen by Harden. Right wing for 3, Maxey. It's rebounded by Dallas. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Now here's Doncic. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
In total command of the offense, the passing was insane, especially when you consider how many points he put up.
I don't think there's any question the Sixers made the biggest trade of last season, sending a huge package to the Nets and getting James Harden in return.
Harden against Doncic. From 13, that's good. From Embiid on the assist by Harden.
You know, Harden's done a nice job really increasing his playmaking over the last few years and excels at finding teammates.
Pass to Wood. Back to Doncic. Fires for 3. Joel Embiid with the board. And Clark, in that Philly-Brooklyn trade, there were 5 players and 2 first-round draft picks involved.
And, B.A., they were big-time players Philly gave up. Simmons, Drummond, Seth Curry. But when you're playing for a title and you can add James Harden, I think you got to take that chance.
Harris misses. And Dallas with possession. Searching for their first points of the game. Dinwiddie outside. To the middle. Stolen by Harden. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
There's a lot to like about Tobias Harris, his comportment, his versatility. He's adaptable. I think that stands out as well. I mean, he's had to play a lot of roles on different teams, and he's done them all at a high level.
The free throw drops for Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, I mean, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot.
And the 76ers making a change here. Harrell's checked in for Embiid. Niang comes in for Tucker. Melton, he's checked in for Maxey. And Milton subbed in for Harden. And Harris drops them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
And Dallas calls time here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
76ers making a switch here. House is checked in. All right, let's bring up the rookie leaderboard now to see which point guards made an impact on the boards this past month. Number 1, Luka Doncic. 4th, James Harden.
And even if rebounding isn't a point guard's top priority, a lot of the great ones in NBA history were productive on the boards.
Absolutely. I mean, that's no coincidence. The ability to have an impact everywhere on the floor, not just on the perimeter. I think that's what separates a lot of the great point guards from the good ones.
Pass to Doncic. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Hardaway. Out to Powell. Doncic outside. 6 on the shot clock. They get it back. Powell, it's good.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
Milton against Doncic. Pass to Niang. Melton outside. And he hits it from 9 feet.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And here's Doncic outside. Knocks it down from distance.
Offensively, there's nothing Doncic can't do. I mean, consistency with the 3-ball being one of the few things left that he has to refine.
Here's Melton. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Sixers ahead, up by 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? You don't give them a charge. I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Finney Smith plays the 4 with Wood at center. Then it's Tim Hardaway, then it's Reggie Bullock, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. That one's good for 2.
Embiid has such balance and agility for a big man. He's able to work through contact and still finish with touch.
And that streaking rack attack is the mobile 1 drive.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 20 points for him last game against Atlanta. There's a screen. Pulls up on the wing. That's good from Hardaway on the assist by Dinwiddie. Hardaway's got 5 points now in the quarter. And this Mavericks team, Grant, they're loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
That one drops for him. Embiid's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
More than likely, if there's a second chance bucket to be had, Embiid will get it. Makes him work even harder on the boards when he knows there's pay dirt at the end of it.
Now here's Hardaway. He's got 5. Pass to Bullock. The 3 is up. And Tucker pulls it down. The 76ers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Harden. Here's Embiid. He's marked by Finney Smith. Baseline try. Embiid, good. Embiid's got 8.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start. Finding a rhythm right now.
Dinwiddie against Harden. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want. I'll tell you what, a lot can be said about the contract Harden took to stay in Philly. He took less than what he commanded to help the team sign depth and rotation players. A very big gesture from Harden, showing just how much he wants to win in Philly.
Ooh, nice move as he stepped back and cast it up. He's got 5.
Doncic doesn't give the mid-range a lot of love, but he has the touch to knock it down from there.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And that one's good. Melton.
I just love the ball movement.
29 seconds left in the second quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Doncic. And here's McGee. Powell outside. Clock at 6. Here's Doncic. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
You can trust Luka to make the most of a close shot. I mean, he won't waste a high percentage look most times.
Melton with a screen on Doncic. To the wing on the left. Here's Embiid. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Sixers on top, leading by 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
And as we welcome you to the studio, we call your attention to the top performers for each team in the first half.
Great battle between these two. They take a lot of pride in how they approach the game, and it seems like they're playing with extra enthusiasm tonight.
Yeah, those elite matchups, man, they can bring the best out of you.
And moving on now, the Mavericks are in the thick of it. A very competitive game so far.
They haven't been terrible defensively, but they haven't been great. They're just giving up way too many looks.
Yeah, the ball movement has them scrambling a little.
Yeah, I'd take some cheese with those scrambled eggs, Ernie.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you look at Joel Embiid. He's playing really well right now.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Up front, it's Tucker at the 4, next to Embiid in the middle. Maxey out there with James Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3. Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
And, you know, a close game, you got to find that edge. High-energy plays like that one can make a big difference.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. Well, Joel Embiid drawing comparisons to some legendary big men. He said, quote, "I want to be mentioned as one of the greats. That's my goal. And obviously being a Hall of Famer. But you've got to take step by step, one day at a time. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put it in, guys."
Now he's well on his way, Allie. Thanks. The Sixers leading. Now Harris, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Harden, the pass to Embiid. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here, and it's Harden. That time on the assist by Embiid. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter. The Sixers' identity really does center around their defense.
It's so true, BA, and they've done a great job playing to their strengths. That's the key for any contending team. Maximize your players' talents. Philly has done that as well as anybody.
And the Mavericks call time here. Different look for Dallas. Bertans comes in for Finney Smith. And Hardaway is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Niang, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Thibault comes in for James Harden. Hardaway, the pass to Doncic. Wood with it. Back to Doncic. Throws it up high. And Wood with the stuff.
Well, we talk about it all the time. Hard work pays off, and Wood works extremely hard to fight for the finish he wanted there.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
Now here's Harris. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Really tough to defend Tobias Harris any better than that. I mean, he's just got a special knack for making tough shots.
Here's Hardaway. He's got 5. Here's Doncic. The bank shot, no good.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It doesn't go for him. And it's Dallas the other way. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. And they'll be right in the middle of a 5-game homestand. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The floater, and Doncic with the lay-in. Doncic has got 11 points.
Boy, such a soft release on this difficult shot. Doncic is a master at knowing how and when to use that shot.
Outside Maxey. Thibault, a screen on Doncic. Pass to Embiid. Over Wood. And no good. Trying to get that one home. The third quarter comes to a close. Sixers ahead, leading by 5. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Tim Hardaway is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Christian Wood. And it's Green in at the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Great open look there. House has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Doncic with the bucket.
You know, what makes Luka so special and lethal is that he has the ability and the knack for taking over games at the most opportune time.
Harden fires away from outside. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic with it. Pass to Wood. On the wing, Green.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Doncic against Harrell. Lets it go from 14. That shot off. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Green against Harden. With the teardrop. And the layup is up and in. And the 76ers lead by 8.
Incredible control on that floater. Harden is fantastic at putting just the right amount of touch on these very difficult and delicate shots.
And that one's good. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Harden with it. Picked up by Powell. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
Finney Smith checked in for the Mavericks. Dinwiddie comes in for Green. That's good from Harden.
You know, he can be your primary scorer, but he also can be your primary playmaker. Offensively, Harden does everything at the diamond level.
Doncic, good.
A nifty play off the dribble. Creates barely enough space to get off the shot.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Harden against Doncic. Harris outside. Fades back. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Doncic passes to Wood. Hammers the lob through.
Wood flying up to slam down the alley-oop emphatically.
Philadelphia's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Tucker. Melton outside. And here's Embiid. Guarded by Wood. Back to Melton. Jacks up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the 76ers lead by 10.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Timeout on the floor. Mavericks. They trail by 10. 40 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Mavericks with some changes. McGee, he's checked in for Wood. Bertans comes in for Hardaway. And Green is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Seconds left in the fourth. Doncic against Milton. And Doncic hammers it home.
Boy, there's a subtle but real physicality and aggressiveness to Doncic's approach to the game, and that's part of his greatness.
Now here's Thibault. Pass to Milton. Harrell the screen. Fires from 14. Milton no good. Here's Doncic. Green for three. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
So this one belongs to the 76ers. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
James, I'd love to know whether it's scoring, playmaking, or your defense. What aspect of your game are you most proud of?
Being able to play a full course of a game and, you know, and make an impact every single play. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I have to do.
It's been fun to watch.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. As we present our New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.